Welcome back, everybody, to another segment of Rum News. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the trends and all the stuff going on in the rum world. We're so excited. So let's start with Ultimate Awards. They recently had this amazing blind testing awards for 2023 Best Caribbean Rums.
Dun dun dun, drum roll please.
So are we ready to discuss these? There's a couple that you might be familiar with. The rating system was 0 to 6. And they started with the first category, which was between 1 to 3 years. So the rum that got 5 stars was Rum Pepong, which, as we know, we talked about them last episode. So if you have not seen that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check that one out as well, because we have a lot of info in that video as well. They also talked about Carjackers handcrafted rum.
Carjackers, I like that name.
Right?
Yeah.
They had some crazy bottles that I had never even heard of. So,
although, if you're drinking, you probably shouldn't be carjacking. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Don't go to jail.
Don't drink and drive, folks.
As well. The other thing was Crab Island rum, also from Puerto Rico, was in the 1 to 3 year category. Remember, all of the ones I mentioned after Rum Pepong were kind of like regular rums. Rum Pepong is more like a rum agricole from Puerto Rico. And
Puerto Rico doing big things over here.
I know. They had, let me see, they had 4 rums in that category, and out of the 4 rums, 3 were from Puerto Rico. A little biased this contest might have been.
Either that or Puerto Rico is stepping up its rum game in the Caribbean.
So maybe we should go next year to the Puerto Rico Rum Festival. What do you guys think?
I say yes, if y'all wanna. We'll start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
If you guys wanna throw in and fund us going there, we'll come back with lots of news for you.
And lots of new rum.
Yes.
Because we've never tried Carjackers.
Nope.
We've never tried Crab Island.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, who's the crab? Sebastian? What? I'm confused. What's the crab? Anyway, and then the last one in the 1 to 3 category that we all know is Plantation 3 Stars. Quite familiar with that one. That one, in case you don't know, it's a very well-known Barbadian rum. And then they had the 4 to 7 year old rum category. And the first one on that was Don Q Reserva 7 years. They got 5 stars.
Wow.
Scryer Cask Seasoned, that got 5 stars. And that one was quite unique because it's actually rum from Barbados that's then taken to Puerto Rico again. Here we go, Puerto Rico, like you said, doing big things. Puerto Rico, and aged there. Okay. And then they also had Plantation Barbados 6 year. They got 5 stars. Another one I had not heard. Oh, funny story. The next 2 rums are gonna surprise everybody. Are you ready?
Drum roll again.
They're 2 Mexican rums. Best of the Caribbean.
You guys. Last I
What
checked,
happened?
Mexico is not in the Caribbean, okay? Maybe the Gulf of Mexico, maybe Cancun, because it's on the little tip. I don't know. I don't count Mexico as the Caribbean.
Neither do I, but I was really surprised. So they had Bonham Park Dark Rum from Mexico. They got 4.5. Deadhead Rum, which also got a 4.5. And then the last 2 was Don Q Sherry Casks, once again Puerto Rico. And then Ron Artesano Añejo got 4 stars from Puerto Rico too.
Okay, like I said, Puerto Rico seems to know what they're doing, or all the judges were Puerto Rican. I'm just saying.
I guess. No, they weren't. They weren't all Puerto Rican. Almost. There was I think 3 out of the 5.
I mean, that's I was gonna say 3 out of 5 is majority, so who knows?
And then, let's see. Oh, then the last category they had was rums aged 8 years plus, and that one, I also have not tried this one, which I thought was really interesting, and we should keep an eye out, by the way, if you guys are rum hunters like we are. The Plantation Jamaica, we all have heard Plantation Jamaica, but this one was aged in orange wine casks.
That sounds amazing.
Right?
Anything with citrus, count me in.
And this one got a 5.5 stars.
That's the highest one I think you've mentioned.
Yes.
Because the other one was a Plantation 5-star.
Let's review our notes. Hi, Bruna. She's in the chat.
Hello.
Ken, yes, we should do a road trip to tropical Mexico. I agree. It is. There are tropical areas in Mexico,
Of course.
but I don't think it's considered part of the Caribbean. Just saying.
No.
Hey, Paul from Drums and Rums. Yeah, so that one is the highest rated. So we're definitely gonna have to go scoop that up, guys.
Yeah. If you guys know where to find it, keep an eye out for us. Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely look at that. The next one was Myrtle Bank, which, lucky you're gonna sample today. It's a 10-year-old rum that they use the juice of rums made in Worthy Park, which is a very well-known rum distillery in Jamaica. I have a little smidge left, but we're gonna do things a little bit different this time. And we're gonna do all the samplings at the end, so don't leave. Stay with us.
I'm excited. I've never tried them before, and she literally, you guys, has less than a shot left, and I am the worthy
Sneak
drinker.
Sneak peek.
That's literally all that's left. So I'm excited.
And that one got also a 5.5 stars. Then they had Plantation Barbados 11, and this one was also another quite interesting one. It was in Maori wine casks. Does anybody know what Maury casks are? I have never heard of that.
I just think of the show Maury. He is not your father.
Same
he is
thing.
not the father.
He's not the father. This rum is your father. You know why? Because they got a 5-star out of 6. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Then the next one was Casa Bacardi Special Reserva, which also got, Bacardi.
Okay, Bacardi. Stepping it up.
And then the last one was Don Q Gran Reserva. They got 5 stars as well.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh, we have a very special one on this list too. This 8+ year. We got Bacardi Rye, which we're also gonna sample today.
Okay.
We actually scooped up a bottle with Phil over the weekend, so very excited. I'll have you try that one. That one was a little bit lower on the star scale. It was 4.5, but I actually enjoyed it.
I mean, to each their own, you know. We all have our own palates.
And then they had Plantation Single Cask from Trinidad from 2008, Flor de Caña 18. All these are 4.5, by the way. Ron Cofino Aniversario 18. Guys,
That's a mouthful.
I know. That, and don't forget, a lot of these Spanish companies are trying to trick you sometimes. So definitely reach out to me, because even I have been tricked. Sometimes they're like, 50th anniversary. I'm like, oh, this rum for sure is 50 years old.
No.
Yeah, no. Read the fine print.
Read what it's the anniversary of.
Yes.
It's usually not the rum.
Yeah. And then the last one was Bacardi Reserva Ocho, which is 8.
Wow, Bacardi has a few on the list. Way to go, Bacardi.
So just a little thing. You know, this blind test contest was done in Puerto Rico at the Puerto Rican Rum Festival. So I don't know if that had some influence, but we're just gonna leave it to...
Yeah, I guess that that explains quite a bit. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But
Okay.
shall we go to the most exciting part of this?
Yeah, you
Shall
guys.
we try the bottles, or do you want to do it after the releases?
Let's do it after the releases.
Perfect.
Leave a little suspense.
Hey, Sean, welcome. Yes, you're better late than never, my friends.
You're more than welcome to arrive late. Bring your friends.
Bring some drinks.
Yeah, enjoy. Kick back, relax. Just listen to us talk about rum and get a little tipsy. It's fine. It's all fine. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll equalize at some point, because you know you're gonna start drinking, then we're gonna catch up with you, and then we're gonna be all nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
So let's start with the new releases this year. Once again, Don Q, but this one is a Zinfandel cask and a port cask, which, by the way, super, super cool. We got to try these at the Miami Rum Congress, and let me tell you, when you find these, do not miss out on them. The Zinfandel cask was my favorite.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Does it have like a Zinfandel?
It does a little
kind
bit,
of?
just a little bit.
I like Zinfandel.
I
so.
know, me too. That's why when I saw it, definitely went to go try that one. And the very interesting part, just so everybody knows how they're aging and processing these rums, they start in white American oak casks.
Okay.
5 to 8 years, which is a considerable amount of time. Like even bourbon, to be considered bourbon, you age it a minimum of 4 years. So like you can already tell the Rum World is stepping up their game, right?
Yeah.
So they start with 5 to 8 years, and then they switch them to the Zinfandel or the port, because there's 2 different releases or expressions, and then they do an additional 3 in those casks. Tell me that doesn't sound amazing.
Yes, it 100%
Crazy.
does. But speaking of Zinfandel, we're going to go on and talk about a new release for Bayside Rum. So Bayside is a New Zealand distillery. They actually just released their very first rum last year in 2022 in November. They sold out in 5 months.
That's crazy.
Sold out completely.
For a Kiwi brand?
Yeah, and I mean, obviously not a new release if they released last year, but they will be releasing a new spiced rum this year sometime. They haven't come out with a date yet. It's going to be called Bayside Sugar and Spice. Now, theirs is a little different. They actually use Kumara for their distilling, which is made from sweet potato.
What is Kumara?
It's a fermentation process used with sweet potato.
Wow,
so
that's
it's
really
completely different. Yeah, and so they'll be doing that. They are going to be using completely 100% New Zealand pot still, rested in New Zealand, in casks from New Zealand. So it's going to be 100% New Zealand made. So I'm excited for that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's going to be really good.
Okay.
So what you got?
I got Dropworks Distillery. They are now officially UK's biggest rum distillery under the owner Lewis Hayes. Which is crazy in this area where this distillery opened up, Dropworks Distillery. They started in 2017 with 1 distillery in that area of the UK. Now they're up to 28.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
and
UK
like
is not big.
What?
People.
4 years? 5 years?
That's a lot because UK is not a large island.
So Dropworks, super fun bottle, by the way.
So it's super colorful.
Yeah, super colorful. We were looking at all this stuff the other day, and we were like, "This looks like such a cool bottle." The other thing that's very interesting, it says it's a British spiced rum. What does that mean?
I mean, I would think it's made in Britain.
Yeah, but besides the obvious, I wonder what the spices are gonna be, because sadly they don't disclose it on their website. So I guess we'll have to do a trip to the UK too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
another
down.
GoFundMe, guys. Another go.
Trip across the pond. I'm down. I've never been.
But they're gonna have 3 different expressions. One's gonna be a clear or transparent, as I like to call it now, a clear drop at 45 ABV, a spice drop at 40 ABV, and a funk drop. By the way, I almost said the other word with the F word when I was practicing this before our live. I was like, don't say F.
Tell you about
don't say F. Don't say F word.
We're actually keeping it pretty tame for the moment.
It is.
But the minute the alcohol starts flowing, we can't make any promises.
Yeah. Hide your children. So this funk drop, which is the most interesting one of this releases, it's the world's first Wild Trinity yeast in a double retort still.
Okay, what does Wild Trinity yeast mean?
Apparently it's a yeast that happens naturally, but is also like just found in that area.
Sounds so religious.
So we'll see. Trinity, I know, right?
The Wild Trinity, though. It's not the Holy Trinity, it's the Wild Trinity.
I think they call it wild because it's a wild yeast, so you can find it in
the wild.
Nature. Yeah. So when they ferment this rum, I'm assuming they're probably using open vats, which is also quite unique because you don't find open vat fermentation unless you're in the Caribbean. So we'll have to keep an eye out for this company.
Yeah.
Then the next release, what do you got?
Well, speaking of the UK, dun, 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 we are going to talk about Blackwell. They are releasing a special limited edition bottle, 007's 60th anniversary for the release of their very first James Bond movie, which was Dr. No. Shall we bring out a bottle for people to see?
We shall.
Okay, just so you guys have an idea.
This is not... So what they're coming out with is not, the flavorings are going to be the same, it's just the box is going to be a collectible item. So if you do have a home bar, or if you are a big fan of 007, highly suggest looking for that bottle. Although you can already tell There's not a lot of big difference between this one except for like
yeah,
the
so
box,
it's
right?
the case is signed with a personalized note by Chris Blackwell himself.
Never mind.
And there's only going to be a set number available, and the cases themselves are going to be hand numbered. So it's more the case in the bottle than it is the actual liquor and the alcohol, which I'm super excited to try this later, you guys. The notes and the tastes and the flavors, it's vanilla, caramel, toasted marshmallows, and natural spices.
That sounds delicious.
I am super excited. She hasn't tried it. I haven't tried it.
Brand new. We're opening brand new stuff just for you guys that are tuning in here.
Yes, be jealous, be very jealous. I'm super excited. So that one's going to be coming out as well.
And then the one I'm specifically excited, and I actually tried this company for the first time at the Miami Rum Congress, is Rum JM. They're coming out with a terroir volcanique. So basically they're focusing on expressions and focusing on sugarcane harvested from like the most volcanic area. Because it is from Martinique, which is already pretty well known, but they're focusing on harvesting that sugarcane from the most volcanic area of the island. This is gonna be a 3-year rum, so a little bit on the younger side, but they actually bottled this in 2021, and it's pure column.
Awesome.
Pure column rum.
I wonder if the volcanic aspect is gonna give the sugarcane
for sure.
Maybe like more of a smoky flavor or something like that.
It's actually sweeter. Remember the Ecuadorian rum we tried?
Yes. Oh.
That was also from a volcanic area. So in my experience and based on my palate, because as I always say, notes and flavorings are very personal. Everybody's palate is different, which is it makes it fun. You know, everybody's trying things and talking about different notes. But specific for volcanic areas, my personal opinion is that they tend to be more fruity and sweeter notes.
Okay, that's cool. I'm excited to try that.
And then what do you have for the next releases?
You guys, this I'm super excited to talk about. I'm going to talk about some RTDs, ready to drink. So Gosling's, one of your favorite rums for making one of our favorite cocktails, Dark and Stormies. Gosling is coming out with 4 pre-made, ready-to-drink cocktails in a can, just in time for the summer down here in Florida. These kinds of drinks are super refreshing. They are great. You just go out to the store and buy them. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get our hands on any of them. Everywhere is out of stock right now, but you're gonna find flavors like the traditional Dark and Stormy by Gosling's, made with their rum and their beer, but also flavors like pineapple, mango, black cherry. I'm really looking forward to that. We're also going to have a ready-to-drink by Pusser's Rum. It's going to be their version of the Painkiller, of course, made with their rum. And as we all know what the Painkiller is, lots of tropical, sweet, fruity notes. And then Kohana, they're coming out with a ready-to-drink Mai Tai. It comes in a bottle, but it's just a cocktail, pour over ice, ready to go.
That's going to be interesting.
I can't wait. It's going to be a Mai Tai. You can't go wrong with a Mai Tai.
Like, perfect for the summer. And if you're not familiar with ready-to-drink cocktails, they've had the largest growth of any segment. We discussed this in our last Rum News, so make sure you're always tuning in, because you're gonna miss out on important facts that that you need to know.
Yep.
But they've had a, what was it, 200% growth?
So, yeah, it's insane.
In the past 2 years.
The new generations, the Gen Zs, the Millennials, the Generation Alphas are coming up on their drinking ages right now. We are all in we're in high demand for these ready to drinks, because we are young, we're trying to go out, we're trying to have a good time, lay on the beach, have our poolside parties, and these RTDs are a great solution for that.
And they're a great solution to hide when you want to drink on the beach, because busting out a full bottle
right,
or
you throw
glass,
those in a koozie and you're good to go. Nobody knows. And then the last RTD that we have on the list is Red Stripes. They have 2 actually. Ready to drink, comes in a can. Rum Punch and Rum Mojito.
Yum.
Now,
I love me some Rum Punch.
Right? We actually have one that we're going to try a little bit later that isn't one of the ones that we mentioned. It's by Kraken, but it is a Kraken Rum Punch. Now,
sneak peek, guys, sneak peek.
Gosling's, Pusser's, and Red Stripe have your usual, ABV between like 6 and 7%. But now the Kohana Mai Tai, That one is 22% ABV.
Holy crap!
So it's like a real cocktail, which for a ready to drink, that's almost unheard of. Those ready to drinks, they're like I said,
they're like 4 or 5%.
Yeah, they're usually between 5 and 7%.
Wow.
So the Kohana is 22%. So if you're looking to have a good time and don't want to have to worry about mixing cocktails, I think that's what you want to go for.
For sure, especially for the summer, like you said.
Yeah.
Hi, Picaroon Lagoon. I'm glad you enjoy Goslings as well. Welcome everybody. And then the next, and I think one of my most favorite releases is actually, and I hope we had a little bit of an influence when we were there, Mount Gay Distillery in Mount Gay. They're actually releasing a black barrel cask strength that is only available at the distillery. So, side story to this and why I'm going to tell you guys so you get the little scoop. When we were down there, we had already done the Kentucky Bourbon Trail with Phil. Mm-hmm. And I was telling all the staff there that they should definitely do specific things that you can buy at the distillery. So, it helps people and it helps them get people into their distillery. And guess what? Like, it's been a couple of months and the first release is this cask strength that's only available at the distillery. I was like, that's awesome. I'm like, I hope we had a little bit of influence, like our feedback, because let's be honest, you're actually going to pay more money for that because you can only find it there. Right. It's going to be a special collectible item. So everybody wins. You win a cool bottle. They win, more visitors. Yeah. So, very cool. Again,
just to reiterate, last episode we talked a lot about Mount Gay. She showed us a few of their bottles from when they went to the Caribbean. So go back, subscribe, watch that first episode so you kind of know what we're talking about when we reference those things.
Yep, definitely a lot of information on that one.
Let's see, what is anybody asking, saying, commenting? The cans scare me.
Yeah, definitely, Sean, I agree. But I'm telling you, I don't know. Thus far, I gave Cocoa Rum, which we discussed last time, a try and excellent. The other thing that, the other one that was really good too, because I have, like you, had some pretty bad experiences, was Cutwater. Cutwater has a mojito that's pretty good.
I think I saw that at the store.
And you see it quite often. They're a pretty large company based out of San Francisco. But you tried the Cocoa Rum last time.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. So refreshing. I could definitely be poolside or beachside and be drinking one of those easy. I could pull a whole pack.
So just so everybody knows, this one is literally rum, blended rum, some coconut water, a little bit of cane sugar, and carbonation.
It's really good. It's as simple as it gets, and yet so delicious, so tasty, super refreshing. Speaking of coconut and rums, we're going to talk about a little bit about rum chata. Now, for you guys that aren't familiar with rum chata, it's a cream liqueur. It's actually on the rise. Rum chata is on one of the top leading companies right now.
Watch out, Baileys. Watch out, Baileys.
So just for the layman, for you guys who aren't super familiar with rum chata, it's made with a base of Caribbean rum. The original recipe was actually made from scratch with rice, sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla. So for you Latinos out there who know what a coquito is, it's definitely giving me a little bit of coquito vibes. But it's super creamy. It's super easy to mix with another liquor, or you can just have it over ice on the rocks if you want. Completely up to you, or you can take it as a shot. It's completely delicious.
You've tried it though, right?
Yes, I was hoping to have a bottle here to show you guys, but you can't miss it. It's a big old white bottle with gold writing on it. It says rum chata in beautiful font. It is completely delicious. It's smooth, it's creamy.
I haven't. I guess I need to try it. I was a little bit skeptical because the bottle looks a little gimmicky, let's be honest.
I mean, it does. It looks very like frou-frou,
yeah,
but it's really good.
Okay, well, good to know. Now you know if you want something, if you're kind of bored of Baileys, yeah, try the rum chata.
The rum chata, yeah, and they're really they do a lot of philanthropic work. They have the Rum Chata Foundation that's been going on since 2013 that provides financial support for worthy causes. The Rum Chata Freedom. They have a bottle that's annually partnered with the Lone Survivor Foundation that has veteran aids, and it runs through Memorial Day all the way through July 4th, where proceeds go to help veterans. So
that's amazing, guys.
awesome.
We gotta support these types of companies.
Yes, it's
our
amazing.
veterans need us so bad. The VA is like struggling.
Yeah,
Funds are very scarce, so if you can support these types of organizations.
Yeah, go out there, buy a bottle, try it out. If you don't like it, I'll take it off your hands. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all good.
That's awesome. Picaroon Lagoon and Sean are saying that mixing is half the fun. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're at home, I get it. But for us, I think it's simpler when we're going to the beach or the pool just to grab a ready to
quick
an RTD,
bottle.
go.
Yeah, RTDs and go.
If we're home, perfectly fine to mix. I understand.
Yeah, rum chata specifically, it's great with coconut rum or like a pineapple juice. Make yourself like a little pina colada. It's really good. Or like I said, just over the rocks.
Sean is saying that he's seen a few cocktail channels mix rum chata and they sounded really good. I bet. Can you imagine adding something creamy to your rum drink?
Yes, you can't
I'd
go
be
wrong.
sold too.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jason, the River Pirate 13. He's a big fan of Blackwell.
I see that.
Oh, a big fan of Blackwell and 007, right, Jason? I think so.
Who isn't a fan of 007? Come on, what's your favorite 007? Who's your favorite?
I'm not that crazy about 007.
We can't be friends. Segment over. It's done.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. No, my favorite, or one of my favorites, is definitely Pierce Brosnan. I don't know if it's because it's like I grew up in the 80s and 90s and he's one of my all-time faves, but Daniel Craig does a pretty decent job. I'm curious to see who. There's rumors of Idris Elba for the next one.
Oh my god, that would
But
be
we don't
such
know.
a good 007.
I know. For you who doesn't like it, let me guess, you'll watch now?
I will, because I love Idris Elba. He's such a great actor.
You see that? You see that, guys? See how easy it is to sway this one?
Of course, great actors. Jason is saying that he has a license to kill. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Listen, we're not talking murder.
And his favorite is Skyfall and Man with the Golden Gun.
Okay, I actually still have a Super Nintendo, and I have the it's Golden Eye. It's not, but there is a Golden Gun in the game.
Oh,
so I
that's
have
funny.
that game at home right now, sitting on my entertainment table.
That's amazing. So much fun.
I know. So we're excited. We're gonna be opening this up a little bit later to try.
And then another thing that recently happened as of a couple days ago, La Marielita rum won silver at the London Spirits Competition. If you're not familiar with La Marielita, it's a female-owned and operated brand that pays homage to Cuban immigrants that came over in the 80s. And that was the worst time for Cuban immigrants to come because they came in makeshift boats.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called the Mariel Lift.
Yeah.
So they named their rum in honor of that. And speaking of Cuban rum, I wanted to bring up something that I thought was super cool. Listen, this was probably a little bit of old news, but I didn't know of this, and this literally warmed my heart. So if you're not familiar with UNESCO, they inscribed the knowledge of light rum masters on the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity.
Yeah, we saw the video, you guys. We're gonna attach a link in the comments. It is completely inspiring the way that they work together, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it's 8 generations worth of knowledge in distilling and the mastery.
And they have this warehouse that they called La Nave, which is the ship, but it's this warehouse in Santiago de Cuba, in the city in Cuba, and they have this warehouse full of every single light rum that those master rum blenders or distillers have created.
Yeah.
8 generations ago. So the knowledge that they are giving to the generations coming there and being trained, which by the way, I was like, oh, I'll just go there for like a year or a couple weeks. No, it's 10 years.
10 years worth of learning, you guys.
Crazy. But I thought that was incredible. I've heard of UNESCO.
Yeah.
And how sometimes they designate areas of different countries as protected part of of cultural heritage for humanity, but I had never heard of an intangible cultural heritage.
Yeah, and another really cool thing that one of the masters mentioned in the video as well, and I was just like, that is absolutely amazing and speaks so much to how much the Nave is valued in their culture, was when he mentioned that during Hurricane Sandy, it could have been looted. Of course, people are going to say rum, you know, alcohol is one of the first things to be looted, let's be honest. And no, he said the people of the city protected the warehouse and nothing got stolen, nothing got looted during the storm.
Yeah, that was the first thing that all the neighborhoods around the warehouse worked on to have it running and have it protected again, which is amazing.
Yeah, that completely touched me.
So Cuba amazing. Trip as well.
Cuba's on the list, you guys. So we got Cuba, we got
Mexico,
UK,
Puerto
Mexico.
Rico.
Our list is growing. We're gonna need a really big GoFundMe by the end of this.
Right?
If any of you want to feel generous and start this for us on our behalf, we wouldn't hate it.
Paul said he's down. Paul said he's down.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Paul.
He's down to come.
I mean, who's to say? We don't have to limit the number of people coming on the trip. I mean,
that is true.
If the GoFundMe goes big enough.
Yeah, Rum News crew, we're taking everybody.
Right? Well, maybe not everybody. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy now. Maybe just a couple of people.
And the last thing I wanted to talk about for Rum News was Don the Beachcomber. Everybody's familiar. Basically one of the kings of Tiki. He is actually, obviously already passed, but they're doing about 20 Tiki themed restaurants here in Florida. They already have 2 that are going to open up at the end of this year. Definitely check out the restaurants. They look amazing, very modern. And the 2 restaurants that are going up is in Central Florida. So you know we go to Orlando all the time for Disney.
It's
We're
a
annual
short
pass
drive
holders.
for us, you guys, like 3 hours if that.
And we'll make a little rum vlog and check out the cocktails there.
I mean, I'm down, and I think she said the first one is going to be massive, like something like
8,000 square feet of a restaurant.
And that's indoors, and then there was an additional 30,000 of outdoor patio space. I mean, you guys, that is massive. So,
but we'll see. I feel like, I don't know, have you been to Bahama Breeze?
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't turn into that. That would be so disappointing.
Yeah. I haven't been in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. I used to go for happy hour and it was great, and then it like...
Yeah, maybe ownership, I don't know. Maybe ownership died. I don't know. Because there used to be this really good, I want to say it's like a shrimp and lobster pasta thing. And I had it the first time. It was absolutely amazing at the Bahama Breeze over by Sawgrass. And then I had it again years later, and it was like, wah, wah, a little underwhelming.
Man, that sucks.
So,
what else do you have?
So, real quick on spiced rum news specifically. It's just gonna touch a little bit. So, of course, most of you guys know what a spiced rum is. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna touch on it just a little bit for those of you that don't know. So, spiced rum is just something is a rum that's infused with spices like cinnamon, vanilla, cardamom, cloves, you know, those are just the most common, but sometimes they use anise, ginger, nutmeg, and pepper. I'm personally not usually a huge fan of spiced rum, only because of those flavors I just listed, I like maybe one of them.
Which is?
Vanilla.
Oh, that's good to know.
Cinnamon.
We gotta know, right? We gotta know what to buy her.
Cinnamon I can take in like small doses, like if it's mixed with like a vanilla or something sweet.
For sure.
But nutmeg, not a fan. Ginger I can take again in small doses, like in a dark and stormy or something like that. Those nutmeg, not my thing. Anise, not my thing. Like cloves, not my thing. But now, I'm mentioning this simply because spiced rum market is expanding like whoa. So Captain Morgan, as of right now, they have the biggest amount of the market share in the spiced rum market. But there's a lot of new players that are like branching into this field that normally didn't have spiced rums. A few that we mentioned in the last episode, again, go back and watch if you didn't. Diageo, Bacardi, United Spirits, Heaven Hill, Sazerac, just to name a few. The list was very, very long. And they're all branching into this market. I mentioned the Bacardi one. I mentioned a couple of Diageo acquisitions last time. So just touching in that there's so many of these that Bacardi has actually launched Oak Heart, which was a creamy spiced rum. I don't know if you knew about that. I had never heard of it, but it actually,
yes.
Yeah, it actually got discontinued.
And it was actually really good, by the way.
It sounded amazing because it was like toasted bread and smoke.
Yes.
I was like, two of my favorite smells.
Back in the day,
like that?
back in the day, that was the only Bacardi that I would drink.
Yeah, so that unfortunately got discontinued, and they've recently released the one I mentioned last time, which is the Bacardi Caribbean Spice. So that one has not yet been released here, but it will be soon. And then other big name brands, Malibu and Kraken, also taking big advantage of this market. We actually are going to try Kraken RTD a little bit later. But yeah, just wanted to touch on that all these big companies are branching in, and Captain Morgan, you may not hold on to your crown for very much longer.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. So shall we start the drinking?
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with, I think, the smallest one, right?
The sample?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get to enjoy this, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we did and how we got the sample, because we actually got a preview of this. Thank you to the Florida Rum Society. We attended their happy hour, which, by the way, if you don't follow them, their happy hours, they send, not every happy hour, but a lot of their happy hours, they send you the sample of the rum.
That smells so
and
good.
it was like $10, which I think is not bad.
No.
And they gifted us this really cute pin. If you're a tiki fan, it's like a little tiki drink. Oh, sorry.
It smells amazing.
It's a Jamaican rum. They also gave us a cute little postcard, and it's called Myrtle Bank, because Myrtle Bank used to be a property in Jamaica that used to be like the hot hangout spot.
That is strong.
Yeah.
Really good, but strong.
Jamaican rum. Got that funk.
Woo! I didn't even, I literally just took a sip, wet my lips. It's strong.
Okay. And they also included on the postcard, which I thought was really cute, the Myrtle Bank Punch. Let's see what everybody's saying in the comments while you digest that. So Pickering Lagoon is saying that Shipwreck out of St. Kitts makes a vanilla rum. Yes.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I have some. It is very sweet though, and it's actually more than just vanilla and rum. It has coffee. It has like mango flavorings too. To me, it's a little bit overwhelming now, only because my palate, I feel like, has evolved now that I'm doing a lot of bourbon too. I'm doing bourbon. I'm doing stronger rums. So I feel like my palate has changed. I think I used to sip that neat with a little bit of
the Shipwreck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it was that good. But now for me, it's too sweet. I'd probably mix it or blend it in a nice cocktail.
Something like that for me would probably be good. I tend to err on the side of sweeter things. Pickering Lagoon asked, when does My Kai reopen? I'm not sure. I actually looked into that not that long ago. And if I'm not mistaken, they're hoping for later this year. They are, they're not really announcing a whole lot of anything on their website. They are renovating. They have new owners. They suffered a lot of damage a couple years ago.
Their roof collapsed. That's why it's taking so long.
And then there was COVID. So their website does say that they're hoping to be back up and running as soon as possible for patrons. But as of right now, I don't think that there is a date on that yet.
And what was very interesting, there's going to be a tiki event in the next couple weeks. And the Hukilau, you can pay for a ticket to go visit and preview the Mai Kai and see what they've done thus far.
Oh, I didn't know
Which I thought was really cool. Like, you can pay to do the tour.
That's amazing. But speaking of the Hukilau, I'm going to just come up with a couple quick upcoming events, throw some dates at you guys. So 4/22, that's just coming up in a few days. If you're up in the Midwest area, Chicago Rum Festival will be happening. 4/27, friend to Nia here, Isabel, the only other female master sommelier, second to her here. She's going to be hosting the Tampa Bay Rum Society Rum and Food Experience up in Tampa Bay at the Boozy Pig.
Which looks amazing. It's a rum and 3-course dinner pairing.
3-course meal, $125 for single admission, $230 for double, so it's worth it to take a friend, take your partner, take whoever you want. There's going to be all sorts of things. Charcuterie board. You're going to be meeting a bunch of professionals in the field. You're going to be learning the history of rum
Isabel's
cocktails.
going to be there for sure, so go say hi to her.
Along with a minimum of 7 pours. So there's only 25 seats available, you guys. So scoop those seats up, get that going. So that's again on April
Tampa
27th.
Area.
Yeah, April 27th at the Boozy Pig. We also have, as she mentioned, the Hookie Lao. That's happening June 8th through 11th. That's a whole weekend, Thursday through Saturday event, or excuse me, Thursday through Sunday morning event. We have June 10th is the New York Rum Festival and Congress. September 8th, Los Angeles Rum Festival and Congress, and then September 16th is the San Francisco Rum Festival and Congress. So those are just some upcoming events for you guys. If you're in those areas, definitely look those up.
Yeah, check them out. That's really interesting. Okay, shall we start with this one? Okay.
Which glass am I using?
Okay, so I have a couple of options for you. Usually we do Glencairn.
Okay.
But during the Miami Rum Congress, oh shoot, I didn't let you hear. Plastic cork. Sorry.
It had a very little pop.
I spoiled the fun. It wasn't a big pop anyway.
I like the pop. I heard it a little bit. I like the pop though.
Sorry. So what I've noticed, and we can do mini pours on this one and then mini pour on that one just so you can compare. But basically the notes tend to be a little bit more muted. And by if you're not familiar with what notes are, when you nose the spirit and basically the flavorings, the scents that you get, that's what we call notes. Tend to be a little bit more muted on this, and I have a feeling it's because it gets a lot more aeration than in the Glencairn. So
I'll let you do the mini pours because your mini pour is very different than my mini pour.
Oh shoot. Are you sure you want me to do it?
Well, I mean, it's your bottle. So see, that's a mini pour for you. For me, that's not a mini pour. For me, that's nothing.
Well, I only know how to do pirate pours. Just kidding. Here.
Exactly. Okay.
Well, let's do a mini pour because we have, you guys can't see it, but there's another 3 bottles here that I want her to try. And don't forget,
we have the ready to drink cans, which we will be having. We will. All right, I'll wait for you to pour yours so we can try it at the same time since you haven't tried this before. I'm so excited.
Can you remind us of the notes?
Yes, happily. I remember toasted marshmallow because I remember that sticking out and I remember that sounding absolutely amazing. So the notes for this are, well, there's woody notes, but then it's also vanilla and caramel flavors. It just said, of the notes, it just said woody notes and then it went into the flavors. Vanilla, caramel, toasted marshmallows, and natural spices. So we'll see what we can sense from that.
And Sean is saying that he, I told him to try the shipwreck neat just in case. So thank you, Sean, for not forgetting. I would just say put it in a glass with a big chunk of ice, and that's how I used to drink it back in the day.
I definitely smell the sweet, like vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla.
The sweet could be vanilla, the caramel, or the marshmallows. It's just,
to me, it does smell like marshmallow. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
That's
really good. On the sweeter side though. If you don't like sweeter really rums, a little bit of a hug. What is this? 40.
Yeah, 40.
I think it's because our first rum of the day.
Alcohol by volume. Yeah, for me, this is mild because I had that other Myrtle Pink one. So this tastes great. I love it.
Yeah, when you start with Jamaican, that'll warm you right up.
Yeah, I'm already all hugged out in this area. Yeah. So this is just the continuation of the hug.
The chesticles are good. The chesticles are good.
All right,
but
that was
smells
really good.
Have you? It doesn't
mine's
smell
gone.
like.
I have no
it
more
doesn't
notes to
smell like any other rum though.
No.
It's got a very unique note.
It does.
Jason, could you tell us what you got by any chance?
Yeah, it's definitely muted in the neat glass for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely muted. And also, it's like you said, it's more aerated. It has a wider mouth, so the smell is kind of dispersing more, and it's not so concentrated.
To me, it's smelling a little bit more oaky.
And that's
about it.
It says the notes are woody notes.
Yeah. So oaty or okay. Now let's try it.
Okay.
See, and that tastes more like a, I don't want to say bourbon, but bourbon-ish. Like, it doesn't taste like a rum.
No, it doesn't.
It's a lot more oaky and woody.
I mean, it tastes fabulous regardless. It's very smooth,
Yeah.
very minimal burn.
Doesn't it blow your mind that a glass can change the way
the flavor.
the same spirit tastes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, mine's gone in the Glencairn, so.
Jason says, Blackwell brought reggae music to the world with 007 on label. You have a license to chill.
I love that. License to chill.
The Blackwell dark rum is fairly smooth. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is very smooth. I don't know if this is the dark rum that you're talking about, but this is very smooth.
Yeah. Let me see.
Paul from Drums and Rums is saying hugs, not drugs. Always, Paul. Always hugs.
Always. Oh, you know what? This is Jamaican too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
and I just noticed the seal on the bottle. I love
Yeah,
that. There's an actual like wax seal.
It's a beautiful bottle. So let's move on to the next one. So we're gonna try the Bacardi Rye Cask. I think I'm gonna pass on that one because I've already tried it. And you can see this bottle as well. Very, very cool. So it's the Bacardi Reserva Ocho and then finished in rum, in rye casks, sorry. But very cool, this bottle. They've been stepping up their game. Look at how nice this is.
Yeah, Bacardi
Look at the little
really,
bat on the cork.
Bacardi is no longer the rum that you would buy when you were in college and, you know, had a little more than, you know, that bottom shelf money. Bacardi is definitely stepping up. I mean, look at the awards list. They were up on there several times, so I'm super excited. So Glencairn, obviously, because it's the only one I have left. I will try to do a mini pour. There we go. That's like a mini. That's a baby pour. All right.
Let me know what you think. And I'll see if I can find the notes here. But it basically says, aged for 8 years under Caribbean sun in American oak barrels. This limited edition, rich, characterful rum is finished in rye whiskey cask, mingling the sweet notes of brown sugar, spicy grains, and vanilla for refined, memorable experience. Let us know what your experience is, Nani.
Okay. This may be controversial.
But true.
And I may not have a lot of fans agreeing with me, but this smell makes me think of nail polish.
Oh, that's normal.
Like, I mean, I know you've tried it, but I immediately think nail polish. Like, I know most of y'all are men and probably don't know the smell of nail polish, but if you have wives or partners or have ever lived with your girlfriends,
you can have your nails done, guys.
I mean, I feel like men have their nails done more often than women.
Judgment-free zone here. You can have nail polish too.
So let's try this. Let's drink some nail polish. Cheers to those of you drinking at home with me.
I'll finish this one. Cheers. I just can't believe the difference in the glasses. It's like, it's been blowing my mind in my reviews.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet.
Burn-wise, for me, is in between the Myrtle Bank and the Blackwell.
Yeah. And the notes should be gingerbread, maple, sugar sweetness, and hints of Old Spice.
And we know how much I love.
Picaroon Lagoon also enjoys Bacardi spiced. Yeah, they do have really good notes of vanilla.
Picaroon Lagoon, let us know if and when you get your hands on a bottle of the Bacardi Caribbean Spice, their new release that I mentioned last episode.
Because that one looked really good.
Yeah, it was a beautiful like orange. I don't think it was the bottle. I think it was the actual rum. It had a beautiful orange tint to it. It looked really pretty.
And don't forget, this one was an award winner on the blind test. So that's why I had to bring this out. I was like, damn, that's amazing. So you tried the Myrtle Bank. You tried the Bacardi Rye.
Let me count this one.
Now we're going to try...
You guys, she's trying to get me drunk, I think.
It's okay.
Not that I'm complaining. I'm just letting you know if there's anyone to blame.
It's going to be me.
Although I'm not saying no, right?
I'm the reason why the rum is gone. 90% of the times. And then, before we move on to the next one, let's try this.
So excited,
So
you
we're
guys.
done with the award winners and the newest releases. We're gonna take a little turn to the RTD world.
Yes, I'm excited. I went to the store.
I'm excited, but literally so nervous because I'm not a fan of Kraken. But
Yeah.
you know, well, maybe you don't know,
Oh, it
but
smells-
rum punch
it
is my favorite cocktail. Like, rum punch is my to-go
Go-to,
cocktail
yeah.
everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm. Cheers. It
Cheers.
smell it. It smells so good.
Oh, it smells like it has a lot of grenadine though.
I mean, it's rum punch. It's
And
pink.
listen, I'm a bougie bitch. When you serve me a rum punch, I know from the coloring if I'm
there's
gonna
too
like it
much.
or not, and this smells like a lot of grenadine.
I mean,
but we'll
it's,
see.
it's very red from what I can
Oh
tell.
God. Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Just so you guys can see the color.
Oh no, that's good. The coloring is good. It's supposed to
not like
look
a
like a
lemon.
little peachy. That's great. Oh, that's really good. Okay, if you have a very long, hard day at work and you need some rum punch, like a quick one to get that edge off the end
Yeah.
of the day, highly suggest this.
Yeah, this is really good. They also did have at the store a Kraken version of the Dark and Stormy where it's just Kraken spiced rum and ginger beer. But
But see, I'm a pain in the ass with the ginger beer. We recently found Brandenburg ginger beer, and that one's my favorite. And that, listen, I get lazy sometimes, but a dark and stormy is probably the easiest cocktail you'll ever make. So let's be honest. I think I'll skip on an RTD like that. But so
the nutritional facts
yeah,
aren't
give us
on
some
here.
details.
They're not on the actual individual can. They're probably on the box, which I can try to find.
Oh, let me go get it. Hold on.
No, it's okay. I think it's closer to me. Or is it by you? It's closer to me.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you guys.
But it's only
real
5%. 5%, not bad.
quick. So you guys can see the box. It's actually this awesome bright orange and black color.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, Jason's saying I bet it has a ton of sugar. I get it. Because
You know what? It's not on here either.
Because even regular Kraken has a shit ton of sugar. Is it
Yeah.
on the bottom?
No, it's just the barcode. So there's no nutritional facts because if you're drinking, you really don't care.
Let's see. Somebody behind the scenes is looking the stuff up for us.
But in the meantime, we'll drink these up and go over a little bit more news.
No, I actually think we're done with news. We're just going to enjoy this for a little bit.
Okay, sounds good to me. Ain't gotta tell me twice. Okay.
But wait, what I did want to talk about real
But
quick.
wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. I did want to talk about a couple things that I read on the internet that I thought would be interesting for us to discuss, and I'd love to hear everybody's opinion.
Chime in, comment, participate.
Yes. So apparently the 4 rums that they're recommending for a home bar is the following. And let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree or what else you would like to add, because everybody's home bar is different.
And these are what the must-haves?
Yeah, like the basic rums that you should have for a home bar. So the first one is a white, or as I call it now since we went to Barbados, is a transparent rum, which makes more sense than the white rum, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not white. Anyway, semantics.
It's the
semantics.
ghost rum.
The next one, I know, it's the spoopy rum.
Don't mind me, y'all. I think the rum's already kicking it.
And the coloring on this one, getting us ready for October. And then the next category is aged rums, which makes sense. You can make a lot of cocktails with that. And what I found interesting, there was an article of the top 10 under 30 aged rums to buy. Are you guys ready to hear these top 10?
Yes.
So the
please.
first one, Bacardi, 8 years. Angostura, 7 years. El Dorado, 8 years. Ron Centenario, 7 years. Havana Club, 8 years.
Havana Club. I'm
Tanduay,
surprised that's on the list. Okay.
Tanduay, Asian rum. Plantation, Isle of Fiji.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait. Dun, dun, dun.
Yay!
Plantation Isle of Fiji will be my next one.
Which, by the way, I'm excited. I'm really excited for you to try this because it's a very unique rum. By the way, if you have not tried rums from Fiji, highly, highly recommend them. They are incredible rums. and very unique. The notes and the flavor and everything is very different. This is their basic Fiji rum.
Okay.
But we're definitely gonna try that.
The bottle's really cool, super colorful, very representative of Fiji, for sure.
The next one is Barbancourt, which is a Haitian rum. It's the 3-star, 4 years. Rum Barceló Imperial, Donku, 7 years. And then the last two categories that they recommend for a rum bar. So I'm giving you options. All these rums, the top 10, they're under $30, which I thought was really good.
I mean, even if you're on a budget, that's well within a good range.
Yeah, and I'm talking about 7 and 8-year-old rums, which is really good.
Yeah. So
behind the scenes, they're saying about this Kraken, not a lot of information, very suspicious. Shall we report them to the FDA?
Their drinks are good. No, we don't want it taken off the shelf.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Zip.
It's good. That's all I have to say.
And the next two categories of rum that they recommend for your rum bar, at home or home bar, is a rum agricole and a spiced rum.
Okay.
How does everybody feel? Is that enough?
I mean, that covers your major categories: spiced, aged, agricole, and transparent. But we're calling it ghost rum for the sake of this segment. Because that's more fun than saying the word transparent. And I'm pretty sure after a few more drinks, the word transparent will not be articulated properly. So we'll say ghost rum for now.
Ghost rum. Anyway, so we are going to try that one. And the only thing that I would suggest, which is what I would add to my home bar, is a flavored rum. And speaking of flavored rums, we are going to share a coconut rum that is very, very special. I'm sharing it with Nani tonight because it is cut and dry. You can only find this in Barbados. And it is probably the best coconut rum out there.
I'm excited to try this, you guys. You guys should be very jealous.
Yeah, so let's see the comments. So, Picker and Lagoon, well, Sean is saying, speaking of mule and dark and stormy, I had a Mai Tai mule, well, as you say, easy. Easy 4? Question mark? Oh, you had 4? It was so easy that you had 4? That's okay. This is a judgment-free zone, Sean.
Listen, this is my 4th one already, so you're good. And let's see, he said he needs at least 2 white rums. I agree, maybe a flavored and a non-flavored, just for different cocktail purposes. I mean, right now I don't even know how many white ghost rums I have at home. I have several.
Okay, and since you're saying that you'd pick 2 white rums, what are the white rums that you would pick in your collection, Sean? I would love to know.
He also says Donku Reserva 7 is his favorite.
His favorite. Wow. You know what? I'm actually very impressed with Donku. They have a passion fruit rum. I know. It's probably very high in sugar, but it's a fake passion fruit rum, obviously. But it is so good. Let me tell you.
Passion fruit next to mango is my jam. I don't care what you're selling. If it has passion fruit in the flavor profile or in the title, it may not even have it in the actual drink, flavor, food, whatever. If passion fruit is in the name, I will be buying it and trying it. I love passion fruit. Passion fruit anything is my jam. 100%.
That's awesome.
So I need to try that.
Sean is saying that he has Donku Cristal, which is a classic, and then the real McCoy's 3-year.
I tried that at your channel's...
No. That's the 12-year.
No, but I meant real McCoy.
Oh yeah. Real McCoy is superb.
It was really good.
Amazing. Okay, so what do you want to try first? I say go Fiji and coconut.
That's your recommendation, Fiji first and then coconut?
Yep.
I mean,
anybody else have any comments about rums?
I'm not going to say no.
And these 2 I will drink with you.
River Pirate talking about...
Oh, Latara's in the house.
Woo, woo, woo.
She said, yeah, passion fruit,
She knows. That's my passion fruit, partner there. Yeah, in crime. Speaking of, I tried to find you passion fruit. This is a little sidebar tangent thing. I tried to find you passion fruit on Sunday. Couldn't find it. I checked every stand. Nobody had it. You know what I'm talking about. I got you. Pirate River says it might be Kraken 94 disguised as 5% in that Kraken cocktail regarding the
Oh, that makes sense.
the beverage. All right, she poured it and I didn't even notice. Is this supposed to be? No, this isn't a mini pour. This.
Sorry, I really love this rum, and this is very surprising. It goes down very, very easy.
This is the Fiji one.
Easy like Sunday morning.
I don't know why people say that. Sunday mornings are not easy.
They aren't?
I prefer Saturday mornings because Sunday morning
Easy
leads
like
to
Saturday morning.
Because Sunday morning leads to Sunday scaries,
and they're just scary.
yeah, Sunday is just
Well,
okay. Cheers.
okay, this is gonna be crazy, but to me, this rum, not now, but originally it smelled like, I know I'm gonna sound like a weirdo.
No,
it smelled
yeah.
like Fisher Price new toys. If anybody can go back to their childhood age.
I saw
You weren't expecting that, right?
I saw you were gonna say something with an F, and I was about to agree with you.
What? Fruits?
No.
What?
No. Okay, this might be a big, I don't know. To me, it
Go ahead, say it.
smells like feet.
So like cheesiness?
I don't know, it just doesn't.
I don't know. That's hilarious. She's cut off, guys. No more.
Only because I saw you go with it. I saw you were gonna say something with an F.
Well, because I wanted to warn people. They're gonna think I'm insane. Who the hell smells Fisher Price toys?
Who smells feet while smelling rum?
Well,
I mean,
I smell a lot.
and I know what you mean.
A lot of rums to me
like
smell
a
like a
plasticky-
well-aged,
but
like blue
Fisher
cheese.
Price, like a plasticky, like warehouse, been sitting in a box store.
Welcome, Isaac.
Let me see.
He loves passion fruit rum too.
Yes, passion fruit. See,
I'm telling
I found
you,
my passion
Dongu
fruit
has
people.
the best passion fruit rum that I've tried.
Can we can find it here?
Yes, here
No.
in the States.
I'm going to the store right after this. You don't understand. There's like literally 5 stores between our places. I'm stopping at all of them trying to find this.
Oh, Jason is calling us out. He's saying, based on the giggling, it has to be the Kraken 94 and the cocktail in the can.
Listen,
Yes.
I giggle a lot. It just takes a lot of rum to take it out of me when I'm on camera, okay? But I giggle a lot at really stupid shit.
Cheers. Let's try this.
I'm gonna try my
so good.
my feet rum.
You're gonna make me spit this out.
Hold on, I have to get the giggles out, or otherwise I'm gonna snort it through my nose.
You get this beautiful floral, like hibiscus note.
Yeah, flavor
On your
definitely better than
palate?
the smell. Yeah, I like
It's
that.
so smooth. Isaac is saying that you might have had one too many.
Listen, this is
only 40, by the way.
this is number 5 for me. 1, 2.
How did you like it?
It's good.
Okay, which one have you liked more thus far?
Probably
Drum roll.
the Blackwell.
Oh,
The
she
Blackwell.
fancy.
Well, because it's on the sweeter side, and I tend to
Oh,
err
that
on the
is.
side of sweet. So,
But I think this one's pretty sweet.
you think
very
this one is
good.
sweet?
I think so.
That's her bougie palette. She says,
But
mine
wait.
is bougie. No, she has a bougie palette.
Let's see. There's somebody. Oh, the river pirate says, my 4 must-haves are Flor de Caña. I know, my friend. That one I knew. Palo Viejo, clear rum. Who makes Palo Viejo? I've never heard of that company. Pusser's rum. It's because you're a pirate. What pirate doesn't have Pusser's rum? I'm sure Picaroon Lagoon has also Pusser's rum.
Listen, if
shall we
Pusser's
bet?
rum is on your list, you have to try the Pusser's rum RTD that I mentioned earlier.
But we haven't tried it. So
I wasn't able to find it at the store.
speaking, we're gonna look for it. And the next rum news is when? May 30th. So subscribe. Make sure you tune in again. We'll have,
Add it to your calendars.
Yeah.
We will be here.
and we will look for those RTDs.
Lotara said generous pour there. Yeah, see?
I said I do pirate pours typically.
See? Let's see what's going on. Hello, Rough
Rough Spirits! Rough Spirits, you came in so late. We already tried the one that you inspired me to buy. Yeah. So Pickering Lagoon, you have the Pusser's gunpowder proof. That's the one we have too.
I had a fellow pirate.
It's our favorite.
I like that.
Oh yeah. I've never heard of Palo Viejo. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Old stick, for those of you who don't speak Spanish, is what I translate.
Oh, thank you so much for tuning in, Sean. Have a good night. Cheers.
He said he went out to eat. Did you like the...
Yes, I loved it. Did you like the Bacardi rye?
Yeah, I did. That was the one I think I said smelled like nail polish. Don't hate me. It was good though. It tasted better than it smelled, but it smells like nail polish.
But it smelled like a nice
yeah,
nail
not
polish.
like that super strong,
Yeah.
like gonna make me pass out if I inhale the fumes too much.
But wait, that was in the Glencairn that it smelled like nail polish.
Yes.
It wasn't in the neat
no,
glass,
yeah, in
right?
the neat it would have 100% been a lot more muted.
Ooh, this is really good. I love this. This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
And do you have another glass?
No.
I guess I'll give this one to you so you can try the cut and dry when we're done with this.
Okay.
What is everybody drinking tonight? I'd love to hear. Or see, actually. Yes, Rough Spirits, thank you so much. That was a great suggestion. We have to keep in touch so we can suggest good rums to each other. Oh, we're on the RTD craze, so if you haven't tried the Kraken Black Spiced Rum Punch, highly recommend.
I'm gonna do this. Don't hate me.
She's putting the rum punch in the Fiji. Ooh,
I don't hate it.
Paul is drinking just rum and Holmes Key. Nice.
20-year tawny port wine.
Oh, nice.
Shipwreck. Okay, so he's drinking the Shipwreck.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pickering Lagoon is talking. Shipwreck is really nice, but it's a little bit on the sweeter side. I just highly suggest mixing that as like a mixing rum. For me personally, I'm getting
I
like...
think I've had Shipwreck here before with you, but I don't know if it was the vanilla.
Oh.
I think it was just a different. I think it was just.
It was the very tall bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the vanilla.
Okay.
But it's very unique. They mix their vanilla with their coffee rum, with mango flavorings, with like a bunch of tropical. So it's
Yeah.
like, I personally, to me, it tastes like a liqueur. Not that I'm saying it's bad. It's delicious.
Yeah, I think we had it in a cocktail.
It's just
Don't
too
tempt me.
sweet. It's just too sweet. By the way, we got some helpful hands here. For proof, Pickering Lagoon, that I don't judge, I do have
Oh, it's so dark.
the vanilla rum here. I don't discriminate. It's a great rum, but it is very sweet. Like, just for perspective,
smell.
from the last time I poured it, touch here.
Oh yeah.
It's got crystals from the amount of sugar it has.
I mean, look how dark it is. It looks like it's molasses, honestly. It looks like straight molasses.
Yeah, that's how dark it is. But it's very good if you like flavored rums. To me, it tastes more like a liqueur. Yay! How's everybody feeling? Everybody good? Feeling nice and relaxed? Woo!
Mm-hmm. I definitely am. All right.
Jason's drinking Pusser's 15. Okay.
We're gonna check this cut and dry. You guys, tell us, is there anything you'd like to see from us on our next episode?
Rough Spirits, do you have any like fresh new news? Because last time you hooked us up and you brought us some super fresh new news. I
Ooh,
know.
this smells good.
I know new news that I brought today was that La Marielita won the Silver Award in London. That happened just a couple days ago.
Okay, side note about Marielita. So she and I are true crime buffs. We love to listen to true crime. Did you listen? One of the podcasts we listen to is My Favorite Murder. Did you listen to the Marielita episode?
No.
It's about the Mariel sisters who actually started the whole. It's what the whole thing is named after.
Are you
It's the
serious?
Mariel family.
Okay.
Yes, in
we're gonna
Cuba.
have to.
Yep,
Definitely.
there was a whole. One of the sisters turned down the dictator. It became a thing. The family got, persecuted. Look it up. It's an awesome story. It's where the whole Marielita thing started.
So as you are about to enjoy
It smells amazing.
by the way, this is dry artisanal coconut infused with
I could just smell it.
natural coconut flesh. And if you look at the picture, it's one of those like small hairy coconuts.
It literally tastes like liquid coconut. It tastes so good. It's giving me Siesta Key toasted coconut vibes.
But this is way better because this has no sugar.
Yeah, it tastes
As far as I know,
amazing.
right?
Highly recommend.
Our helpful hands are gonna correct me potentially. But I'm hoping they bring this to the US because right now the problem is the coconuts that they use to infuse it into the coconut rum is from this really small farmer, and he only produces a limited amount, but they're Barbadian coconuts.
Yeah.
So
like growing up, I didn't grow up in Florida. I grew up in the Northeast in New England. These coconuts, these brown fuzzy ones, are the only coconuts I knew. I didn't know that coconuts
the big
are like
green ones?
are like the
Like
big
we have
green
here
or
in
big
Florida?
yellow ones. I had never seen coconuts like that before. I've only ever seen these little brown fuzzy ones.
by the way, I made a daiquiri with this, which I'm lying, I didn't. The bartender at Suffering Bastard, if you're ever in Orlando / Sanford area, check out that Tiki Speakeasy because it's literally a tiki bar inside a regular bar. We brought him a couple bottles for him to try. Super nice guys there.
Has nice legs on this.
Yeah, we brought him this and he's like, ooh, I'd love to try to make a daiquiri. Obsessed. He made us a daiquiri with this. Obsessed. So good.
Yeah, I can see it tastes so good.
Drums and Drums is saying that he has a mango one of these.
Ooh, like I said it already, passion fruit, mango, they go head and head as my favorite flavors, my favorite fruits. So you have me at mango. I'm as equally in love with both. You have mango in the title, flavor, whatever profile. I will buy it. I will pay for it. I love it. Mango as a fruit is really good. Mango as a flavor is really good. So that sounds like something I would totally try.
Okay, so let's start with the little comments here. Rough Spirits, I'm sorry you've been sick. I hope you're back to normal now. Take care of yourself. It's important. And Pickeroo Lagoon, this is the cut and dry. You actually can't get this plantation expression here.
He said
Sorry.
fuzzy nuts.
Yeah.
And you guys say I'm cut off? Come on. Fuzzy nuts.
Ooh, Doomy R is saying worst drink you've had. Where? At a bar at my house?
Right? Like,
You
need
gotta
to
specify,
elaborate.
Doomy. Ooh, pirate joke. Jason has a pirate joke. Why'd the pirate join Gold's Gym?
To improve his booty.
Yeah.
I
love
it. Yeah, that's hilarious. I like that.
He has the best jokes.
It's like a dad joke with a pirate joke.
Yeah.
In one. It's a twofer. Yeah, Doomy R. You need to specify what you're talking about. Although the word doomy, I don't know if it's just because I've had a lot of rum. When you said doomy, I was like, do me. Like, do space me. Don't mind me.
Oh!
My mind lives in the gutter.
Apparently.
The alcohol just
Don't give her-
accentuates it. I really try to stifle it and keep it in check.
Please,
for the most
don't
part.
have me banned from YouTube. Let's keep it PG-13 max.
Because I see the name Doomy R, but then I'm looking at the camera. You said Doomy. I'm like, do you? What?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think I'm cut off.
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. I would have to say, just to answer Doomy, you were a little bit late, my friend. On May 30th, make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I would love to answer all your questions.
Yes. Meanwhile, we'll be here.
We'll be here
enjoying our rum.
But thank you so much for everybody that tuned in.
And interacted. We
Yeah,
love you
commented,
guys.
show us the love. Make sure you hit that like button because that'll show, you know,
It helps a lot.
that horrible algorithm person, system, whatever you want to call it, that hateful person that you
Share.
are enjoying our content.
If you follow me, if you follow her, my Instagram handle, Marianne0615. Hers is my Rum Diaries channel. Follow us, tag us, repost, share with your friends. It helps.
For sure. We appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We'd love to share more rum with you. Check out the community tab. I've been posting. I posted when I got this bottle. As you know, we're still working on the crew member room. So adding this to our collection, if you are a crew member, if you have subscribed. But I definitely look forward to our next rum news again on May 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let us know if you have any questions or special requests for the next one.
Let us know what you guys want to see.
Yes, for sure.
As long as it's within our scope of, capabilities, we'll be there, we'll do it. Maybe we'll take you guys. Oh, and real quick, before we wrap up, you wanted to mention that you're going to be releasing your video soon of your distillery tour.
Oh my God, yes! I completely forgot.
I don't know what just made me light bulb moment. See, y'all think I'm good.
She got this.
Y'all don't even know.
No, but in all seriousness, we've been working really hard with Mauro, my friend and editor. We're going to release the full Mount Gay Distillery tour. If you did not see that highlight, make sure you check it out. It's already in my video feed. You'll see it. If you literally have a minute, it'll take you less than a minute to check it out, and that'll just give you a little sneak peek of what we have to come. Amazing tour with the Rummeliers. We went to Barbados.
She's one of 2 female master Rummeliers, you guys. Like, one of 2.
Thank you.
I'm proud to call her my bestie. We get to do this together once a month. So you guys tune in, like, subscribe, share, repost. Everything you need to do, can do to help us out would be greatly appreciated.
Smash that like. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in. And I look forward to the next rum.
We'll be here. Cheers.
Double fisting.
Bye.
Bye.